Gino Torretta is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. And before we talk football, I remind you the best place to get geared up for the holiday season with Canes or Dolphins merch is Caneswear in Davie or online at caneswear.com. Gino Torretta, the Heisman Trophy winner, he joins us on Thursdays, courtesy of the local 519 Plumbers Union. In football and in life, it's about being on the right team. Join the winning team at local 519 Plumbers Union, a proven path to a strong career. Visit plumbers519.com. There is Gino Torretta, a proud Miami Hurricane, but also a fair and balanced college football fan.
Please don't say that. I don't want to be associated with that network.
Nobody uses fair and balanced on that network anymore because it's obviously not.
Fake news.
Do the Miami Hurricanes belong in the college football playoffs?
Yes. I think the disappointing thing is, one, the ACC having tiebreakers, and the first tiebreaker isn't, hey, how about we get the two highest ranked teams in the game? I mean, it's just like, if you got a tied conference record, these conferences are so big now, you're not going to have played everybody in your conference. So it makes no sense to say, hey, these supposed experts, and you can, listen, AP, coaches poll, whatever, CFP, whoever's deemed an expert, take those three, average, we're going to get the two, highest ranked teams we can in the game. And it's amazing. I mean, the Big 12 screwed themselves years ago when they had the TCU and Baylor debate, and they kind of nominated one to make the playoff, and the playoff committee liked the other one, and they didn't get either one in the playoff. And it just, that really has kind of put UM behind the 8 ball. And then you have the love for Notre Dame, which, that's years and years. But I'm really like, the quote, Notre Dame had a strong win against Stanford. I'm like, strong win against Stanford? Like, nobody's ever gone to Stanford, who's 4-8, by the way, at the end of the season. They're 4-8. They've won 4 games. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has ever gone to the Farm and said, boy, Stanford's one hell of a tough place to play. I mean, nobody. I mean, maybe Marino his rookie year when he had to play there for the Super Bowl, but nobody's gone in that stadium and be like, damn, this is intimidating. I mean, I broadcasted a game there. I God's honest truth. USC played there when they had Addison, Caleb Williams, and these stars. And I'm like, you know what? That'll be great. We'll get USC, get them on the touchdown radio schedule first game of the year. Stanford's not even in class. If there was 10,000 people at that game, I would have been shocked. And there's a local pizza place, I think it's called Howie's or something like this, like catty corner from the stadium, which has an awesome potato pizza.
Huh?
They thin sliced potatoes, and they put cheese.
You're nodding your head, Solon. Have you heard of that?
I've had a potato pizza before.
They are phenomenal. They blanch the potatoes. Anyway, it's phenomenal. I called the pizza place.
Wait a second. No. I can't.
They blanch them.
I can't. I don't know what blanch is. What is
blanch
that?
is water, hot water.
A bath? You give the potato
it's not
a bath?
raw potato. You got to cook the potatoes some, like boiled potatoes, like you mash potatoes. You got to cook them. So you slice them, then you cook them a little bit, boil them. Then they put them on the pie. Then you basically have toppings like it's a baked potato, like the cream cheese, bacon bits. It's like bread. It's like carbs upon carbs. But the point, I called the pizza place.
Well, wait a second.
Now, this place, hold on. This place is 100 yards from the stadium, catty corner. Now, at Camino Real, it's a crazy parking lot, all that stuff. I said, hey, we're 3 hours before game. Nobody's at stadium. And I mean nobody. I said, can you deliver a couple pizzas over to the stadium? He goes, yeah, what gate are you at? And could you imagine like going in anywhere else in
to see that at
America?
the Orange Bowl.
Yeah. Hey,
you
no
call,
$20
Bowl.
no blocky. Pull up 17th Avenue and 8th Street.
You call Bull Bar back in 1986. Do you guys deliver? Yes. Where do you want the cocaine? 811.
But like that is a strong way. I just shake my head at some of the stuff. Now I will say this: what the committee said, they reserve the right to re-rank everybody at the end, and I think they're saying that because last year they basically put everybody that got in the conference championship game in the playoffs, and I don't think you can continue to do that because if somebody gets boat raced, and I'll say let's say Alabama gets boat raced by Georgia, they're going to have 3 losses. Now, granted, I know your conference is tougher than anybody's in the country, but man, you got to think hard and fast of not saying, you know what, you're not good enough to make the playoffs. That's your 3rd loss, and you just got boat raced on your conference championship game.
And this is my end because I'm a honorary Gator. I mean honorary Cane because I'm doing the right thing. BYU, honestly, like I'm not even cheering. I'm just saying the right thing. It goes Notre Dame, 10, BYU 11, Canes 12. If Texas Tech, which I believe they're about to beat the hell out of BYU because they already did this season, now and Notre Dame are right next to each other in the rankings. You have to jump Miami with the head-to-head. I think that is the most rational way to look at
it. You have to. And I will say this. We are all – now, I know you used to be a Dan Mullen fan when he was coaching the Gators, but we are all Dan Mullen fans this weekend. And I'll tell you why. Dan Mullen plays Boise State. They're the only team that played either Miami or Notre Dame. And if Dan Mullen beats Boise State, what is the committee going to say? Well, I guess Notre Dame's schedule is not as hard as we thought it was because Dan Mullen in New Mexico just beat Boise State in the conference championship game. I mean, so to me, I'm like, okay, I have more eyes on that game than the Big Ten or the SEC because that could and may have more effect on Miami than any of them.
This is crazy.
Exactly. It's crazy that we're talking because you want the top 12 in. You know, people say, well, if Duke wins the ACC, really, you're going to put a 5-loss team in the playoff? Come on, dude. I like, you know what? I'll give you the debate 9-14, but a 5-loss team, that's just the ACC being stupid with their tie-breaking things, and if it screws Miami to go 10-2 2 years in a row and get nixed from the playoffs, that's just reason to try to move on and get in a different conference. To be honest with you.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, Gino, because I'm seeing a lot of, I don't want to call them overreactions. I think people are reacting properly, but like some of the steps to me are unrealistic. Miami leaving the ACC this summer, unrealistic. I wouldn't expect that to happen in a million years. But what about not scheduling Notre Dame, literally canceling the game with Notre Dame next season, not scheduling UF anymore? In the future, I was bringing this up to Dono yesterday, like what incentive does Miami have to schedule anybody not named Bethune-Cookman 6 times in their out of conference games anymore if literally it does not matter? All that matters for them is going undefeated in conference play.
Well, I would say it does matter because look at Notre Dame. The reason they're 10-2 and really there's a debate is their schedule's horse bleep. I mean, let's be honest. Outside of Texas A&M and Miami, like Notre Dame's strongest point in this whole thing is we had 2 losses against 2 great teams. What? I mean, dude, like, hey, we played them close. You know what? You still lost. That's why you have to schedule good teams. That's why you have to schedule hard teams. And it's like UM's getting penalized for beating them. And then Notre Dame's getting credit for losing closely to Texas A&M and to Miami. It's like there's different rules for different schools, and I hope they're doing it right because they've inched. Now they put Alabama in front of Notre Dame, but if you have Notre Dame and Miami next to each other and they have the same record, they're not playing today or this weekend, and you don't say, hey, what matters the most? One, kick the other team's butt on the actual field. Not in make-believe, not in Madden, not in Sega Genesis or anything.
Atari
On the
2600.
field.
Yeah. Gino Torretta, I want to get your opinion before we run out of time here. Your opinion on what transpired with Lane Kiffin, because that was obviously, you couldn't escape that over the weekend, and now he's at LSU, and Ole Miss be damned. What do you make of it?
Well, I would say this. One, Florida State got screwed for a quarterback getting hurt. And you can't tell me that Lane Kiffin's not a big reason of plays being sent in for a game. So, I would say that's more important to my team, the guy calling plays and the guy being the head coach on the outcome of a game and game planning than just the starting quarterback. Now, in I don't know if it's in Lane's defense, the college football calendar is broken. How there's kids right now that are committing, and then the transfer portal opens the week before the national championship game, and then you have coaches that are leaving, the recruiting cycle is off. It makes no sense. I mean, the NFL, at least, they say, hey, you can't poach your coaches in the middle of the season. Like if you're a player, think about it, you're at Ole Miss. You've had the best season that they've ever had. You have a legit chance to win a national championship. Chambliss, the quarterback, I told you when I did him twice early in the year, I go, this kid is legit. They have talent all over the place. And at the end of the season, you get there to play for it all. And your coach leaves, your OC leaves, but now the OC is going to come back and call plays. It's just like college football. There's a lot of smart people in this world that I think they just need to fix this stuff, and the calendar has to be set. Either the transfer portal doesn't open, until the second semester, or you move, Jimbo Fisher's like, move the games up, have everything done January 1st then. And then you have recruiting, signing day, transfer portal, everything in the same time frame. But there's no good way to leave a school. I mean, listen, Jimmy left. I think it was after signing day, my redshirt freshman year, and obviously people were disappointed. Dennis left a couple years after. There's no easy way to ease a school and timing it, but timing should be after the season's over
part
with.
Of it. Time it, like the NCAA has to at least do something so that this
something. I mean, look at like I was reading an article, Penn State's recruiting, because they haven't signed it. Apparently they've gone after guys and they haven't gotten who they've wanted to. Their class is ranked 250th or something, some crazy number. Like they're ranked below West Georgia
because recruiting getting called by a school nurse. There's no one. There's no one there. It's the guy who fills the vending machines is also in charge of filling the roster.
Hell, you know what? I raised my hand. I'm bringing Channing. I think, you know what? We'll just take $1 million each, Channing. We'll just go up there for $1 million each.
Crowder could recruit at Penn State, man. His dad.
Gino, when you get that job, bro, you got my number.
I know. Hey, there's a lot of good people. We ain't that greedy. We don't need 13 a year. One or two. We'll come coach.
Don't forget your old pal Mark. Get at the tavern trying to get served.
They changed. I would say you're the sports information director, but they changed those titles now. I think it's directors of strategic communication. Okay. All right. You're that.
Gino Torretta. You can hear him every Thursday with us, courtesy of the Local 519 Plumbers Union. With all the changes in how America does business, you can count on one thing: the union-trained plumbers of Local 519. Join a winning team today with Local 519 Plumbers Union, a proven path to a strong career. Visit plumbers519.com. Thank you, Gino. Have a great weekend.
All right, guys. You too.